the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Give to the single back. He has the first and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Looking for a crease. It's Peoples. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Ohio State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down and touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it out. It's more. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Manning. He's got it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. And they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Working that left side now. He's loose. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Wingo. There he goes. It's a running room. Touchdown, Longhorns. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. We talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings.
Intercepted, and the defense is set up. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move, it's Peoples. It's a seam wide open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
On On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Texas! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They march 78 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Give to the fullback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, theirs being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulled and fired complete. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Yeah, And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Lets it fly. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's looking downfield to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Coming out with it, it's Tate. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. Off and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing.
Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
To throw, it's Manning. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's out of